Come on, come
42.
on.
And you know what the 2 stands
140.
for? The 2-week break that we had between episodes.
Because someone had a 143-degree fever.
That's not true. That's a lie.
That was just the humidity.
That is a
That
lie.
was just the humidity.
But guys, just be so glad the
And
double
girls
episode,
and everyone on the gender spectrum.
guys, we have the biggest episode of the season so far. We watched so much
Might
stuff
be
in
the
this
shortest
2-week
episode
gap.
of the season so far, actually.
Yeah.
Guys, we are hitting you with the special, baby, but not the official.
I just
special.
want everyone to know. I want everyone to know in the podcast that I've been busy playing video games, and that's why I can't
I've been busy doing
say
school.
Yeah, I've been busy doing school and other stuff.
Yeah, so we're all in the same boat here.
Yeah, I don't think you're in the same boat. I literally spent fucking 6 hours in the library Saturday trying to animate a skull rotating. Shit is
Okay,
fucking
well,
hard.
I spent 9 hours at work on Saturday, so I don't know, man.
I think I
You
had
want
the
an
harder
example of my
time.
assignments? Let me give you an example of my assignments. In University 101, I need to design with a team of 3 other people a rocket from scratch. For my EGR 120 class, I need to, EGR 101 is design the rocket from scratch. EGR 120 is basically learn how to model stuff in computer-aided design software. So like learn how to make a piston, learn how to like model a vacuum nozzle, like all this stuff, and learning how to use all the tools and shit. And then also what we have to do is model some item that we own. So I'm doing a beach chair, and you have to make like 4 improvements to it. Then I have chem, which is just chem.
You're clearly adding the beer stand to the beach chair, right?
No, that's already built in. So what I'm doing?
Yeah, I would imagine that's already built in. That's like the most integral part of a
So
beach
I'm
chair.
making like
2 slots.
Yeah, most have 2 slots. What?
3 slots.
Add a
Okay, now we're
cigarette
getting
holder
somewhere.
too and everything. But no, basically, those are like the 2 main classes, and then my other 2 classes just like Calc 2, chemistry, and then like university success, which is like a bullshit class, even though that's the only class I'm failing right now.
Now, I have been having
That's
some
pretty good.
It's a
difficult
but the
homework.
only reason I'm failing is because the teacher hasn't been there for like 2 weeks. So when I missed a week of class, even though I emailed them, I don't think it changed anything. So I'm like,
That's good.
Low key, like got a week of like classes missed that like went on my attendance sheet and like taken off, and then I got like some assignments that didn't get graded and shit like that. So I don't know what's going on with that class. I gotta figure it out.
You know,
Oh, and
I've
some
had
other
economics homeworks that's like, guys, is a good lawn a positive or a negative externality? And that was one
Lawn
of
is
the
a
4
positive
questions on the
externality.
homework.
This
See,
I
my
didn't learn
home-
this. That's a
Yeah,
positive
my
externality.
My homework was what did I find interesting or surprising about the history of music and sound in film? 2 posts required. 200-word
Ooh.
initial post and 100-word response to a classmate.
So Beck, what's the definition of a tragedy of a commons?
That is when the thing is, I was waiting for her to bring it up, and she just did not. I was like, I already know all this
All right.
economic shit, and she's bringing up, like, teeing up the ball to, like, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna come in clutch and say tragedy of the commons, and then she's just like, no, what is that?
All right, explain what comparative advantage is.
It's like when someone else is more efficient than you, so you let them do that, and you do a different. What is it?
The direct definition is when a comparative advantage is when you have a lower opportunity cost to completing a task.
Oh wow. You know,
You would not have passed the AP macro exam. Just say.
I wish I'd done AP macro because it mean I wouldn't have to
Yeah,
do
you
this
should've.
class.
You could have skipped that class.
Yeah.
Other news, you guys doing study abroad? Because
No.
we had a study abroad session. So there's a good chance this summer I'm doing study abroad. So the idea is that summer is technically like 3 sections. There's summer A, which is 1 second, I might have to pull up the academic calendar.
We're
Give me
gonna
a second.
lose. We're gonna have to do another non-Nicola summer arc, and those are the
But what
ones
are we
that
gonna
have
do
been
for the
successful.
71.
Oh, what are
I'm
we
just
gonna do
saying.
for the summer arc when we're all in Serbia?
I don't know, but every single
I mean,
summer
I wouldn't
arc.
imagine we're there for the entire fucking summer. I'd
No, we're there
imagine it
for
was
like
like
a month or no, not 1 month. It's like 2 months about. Because
Yeah,
the way it
I'm
works,
not going
it's
for 2
I'm
basically
months.
not. I'm not there for 2 months.
I'm going for a week max.
You're
What
not
the
doing
fuck
a
are you
week?
talking about?
Have you ever been to Europe before? You can't go to Europe for a week, bro. The plan
I'm
was
not
to hit
going
like
for a month.
every country in the Balkans.
Dog,
bro.
we
You
are
can't do that in
not
1
hitting
week, bro.
every country in the Balkans.
That was the plan. That was the plan. Y'all are lame.
Guy who was unemployed trying to do
all
that
right.
shit.
Well, May to June is the first like summer block. Then June to July is the second summer block, which is what I'm probably gonna do. And then like July until August is technically there's no block. That's like when there actually is like just summer. And that is when we are in the Balkans.
That's just a month each.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is for summer abroad right now, I was looking at the Italy program because it had a humanities program that was basically like studying Italian cinema and stuff like that. And I was
Because
like, that'd be interesting.
you're gonna film minor, right?
Because no, I was actually thinking of minoring in aircraft maintenance, but that
Nah,
low-key is
you
not
seem
looking
more like a
feasible
film
anymore.
minor.
That low-key is not looking feasible anymore because I already have like a lot of work for other stuff, so I don't know if I can fit that into my schedule. So right now, what I'm really hoping, which I think I am going to do like 100%, is study abroad in Spain, which is it's going to be in Valencia, Madrid, and Barcelona for a month, and that's going to be my depending which classes I take. But they're offering EGR 115, which is like programming in MATLAB, ES 204, which is dynamics, which is like one of the hardest classes you take in aerospace engineering. There is AE 201, which is aerospace flight vehicles. That's like learning about planes. And then there's AE 308, which is compressible aerodynamics. That's like shock waves and shock cones, etc. So I'm going to be picking those in Spain this
What
summer.
are you talking about?
Yeah,
What do
bro's
you mean, bro?
yapping about
This is
bullshit.
supposed to be a film podcast, and Nicola is naming the course
We talk
catalog
about
of
other
aerospace
stuff, bro.
engineering.
We talk
Regardless.
about other fucking stuff.
Let's get into
have a
the
better-
actual
well,
film
anyway.
stuff.
While we're on the topic of studying abroad, let's go to the Uri Pow
Uri
Pow.
Pow
Thank
wow.
God, hit the graphic. We
Uri
need
Pow-
this. Hit the graphic.
We need hit the graphic.
Guys, we never set the
So-
temperature, by the way, so we can start by
I
saying Uri's
did. It's
temperature.
71 where I am, and it's just as hot in Australia. So that's
And guess
really
what?
great.
It's just as hot in
64.
Florida. It's 77 degrees, but guess the humidity, guys. Guess the
100.
humidity.
103.
87%. Bro, it can't go
That's
over
pretty low.
100%. Do you know how humidity works?
Do you know how humidity works? You had 114
dumbass.
humidity last week.
You live in Florida, bro.
It maxes
Alright.
out at 100%, dog. If it goes
So
above
here's
100%,
what-
it
so-
starts raining.
It's been a while since we were here, and Uri has actually watched the most out of any of us.
That is
fucked
true.
up.
So starting with two things he wanted to talk about: potential merger between Warner and Paramount. I don't know where this came from. It was just put in here. I never heard about this.
He sent me an Instagram post about it. Says you guys should talk about
It came
this
to
on
him
the
in a dream.
podcast.
It came to him in a
Okay. So
That
that sounds awful.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's we're just not going to talk about it anymore. That would suck. End of discussion. Number two, Trump celebrates ABC pulling Jimmy Kimmel.
That
Great
was-
news for America, and congratulations for finally having the courage. So that's that, but he's also back on the
That
air,
feels
so that didn't really
ago.
matter.
Like literally doesn't. It happened. It was big news for like 3 days, and then everyone went on like nothing happened.
Bro, it's
Yep.
almost like it wasn't actually that big of a deal.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so what did Uri watch? We watched. Did we talk about
You watched
this one?
BBB.
Okay, well we're not there yet. Hold on.
What else do we have to talk about?
Okay, so we start with this what is this? Is this a short film maybe? DeKalb Elementary. He watched this.
We talked about
gave
that
it
already.
3. Did I? I don't fucking know. Where did we start? Swiped? Did you watch Swiped?
Yes, we're starting with BBB.
Okay, we talked about Swiped. Don't call it that. He watched A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey
See, Beauty
with
Day
Colin
is a
Farrell
lot
and
faster
Margot
than-
Thank you,
Robbie.
everybody, for tuning into this episode of CP. CP is
Don't
short
say
for
that.
Celsius Productions.
We're not
just
calling it
lying
that.
here.
So here, Uri gave A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey 2 stars out of 5, and he said, "Thank God you can buy alcohol in Australian movie theaters."
See, the craziest thing to me is he gave this a lower rating than him, which is crazy because I've seen him, and that is dog
So he
shit.
gave him a 2.5 stars and said, "I wonder if Tom Brady had to do this. Does not capitalize Tom, does capitalize Brady." So that's pretty good.
That's really funny.
That's the classic Uri Ponte spell.
Next, he watched One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. He gave this a 4 stars, and he just says Seaman Demon. So that's not
That might
that's
make
not
sense
anything.
if any of us had seen the movie.
Yeah, no, I think that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so
This is like the
Next-
big like 5-star Oscar movie that I've been like seeing, where it's like everyone is like praising
Yeah.
it so much, and I watched the trailers and I'm like, this doesn't even like seem that interesting
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
what I've been saying. Like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been seeing reviews and people are like, this is like one of the most unique movies that's come out recently. Like that's come out in like modern times, and it's like such a good movie, and it's like they've done it again, and I'm like, bro, the trailers look so uninteresting. Like I have like no drive to wanting to watch this because it just does not
No.
look interesting at all.
It literally feels like it could just be like a generic action movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, next movie he watched, American Murder: The Family Next Door. It's a documentary. He gave this 4 stars. Said really enjoyed how there were no interviews and it was just body cam footage and court footage.
That's
Cool.
what you
Yeah.
want in a documentary.
Next, he watches the movie Zero Day. He says, "This movie was way too funny for how serious the subject matter was. I think it's about school shootings."
No, 'cause
Maybe. The next movie he watched.
No, but they forgot
is
to
Did he
spin
called-
the AR.
2 school shooting movies? Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
and then he watched the movie Elephant and gave it 2.5 stars and said goes well in conjunction with the Zero Day. I think he watched 2
He
school
did
shooting
watch
movies
2
back
schools-
to back.
He was
He,
like,
like-
one wasn't enough.
One wasn't enough. They also, I
was
think,
not
came
enough.
out within a year of each other. So that's
Yeah.
When are we
pretty good.
gonna do when we come all back together again? We have to watch 4 movies in a row. The theme is gonna be school shooting. We have to watch some type of movie or show that's about school shootings.
I don't think there are 4
Yeah?
that exist.
There is
Well,
definitely
Uri
4
watched
that
2.
exist.
Uri just watched 2, so I'm sure there's more.
And
The question is, though, is he okay? And then we're just gonna assume maybe that he watched Futurama and maybe he's watching Gen V and Peacemaker and stuff. We're just gonna assume maybe. I have no idea. But those sound like things he'd watch. He probably has also watched some other random show as well.
he did say that he'd be watching Gen V, but he didn't give me an update about it, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming his opinions
Anyway.
are the exact same as mine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I think they're the opposite of yours.
They're
I think
usually
you
the
guys will
opposite.
probably agree to disagree on the
Maybe I
subject matter.
should watch it just so I can give the Uri opinion.
Yeah, well, as someone who hasn't watched it, I think I'm more qualified.
That is true.
Anyway, that's the end of the Uri Pow Pow. Pow! Pow!
Yep.
We're gonna
Stop
do that
pounding.
now. We're gonna do that from now
We're gonna
on.
do
Don't
that.
pound me,
That's
bro.
gonna be the
Stop
that's gonna
pounding.
be the sound.
Do
Yeah.
not pound me. Do not.
All right. Well, I guess
I'm
I'll
sorry.
knock out my stuff since I have the most.
Okay.
First thing I watched, that was a solo. I watched Karate Kid Legends. Now, over the summer, we kept saying that all 4 of us would go watch the Karate Kid movie because Uri was familiar with all the Cobra Kai lore and would explain it to us over the summer. Turns out we never got around to doing that. And it finally
Because we
Turns
all heard it
out-
was we all heard it was awful.
Yeah, so it came out on Netflix like last week, so I'm like, hey, I might as well watch it now. And I liked it. It was definitely just another Karate Kid movie, but this one had Jackie Chan. And I thought it was cool because it was like very original, didn't like tread too much on the original. Like doing like nostalgia baiting and stuff like that. And then kind of
Was
halfway
it the
through is when
Miyagi
they
way?
brought in like the main Karate Kid guy, Ralph Macchio, and
Wait, Beck,
he
why are we saying now that Jackie Chan is in Karate Kid? He was been in Karate Kid.
which one was he in? Was he in 3?
He was the one with Jaden Smith.
Oh. Oh, then that one low-key might tie into this. I have not seen that one. So yeah, either way, it was a good movie. I did feel kind of Ralph Macchio did not really need to be doing anything in this movie. He kind of just shows up because they're like, I can't do this by myself. I need to call upon famous celebrity cameo. And he doesn't really contribute that much. But overall, it was
Makes sense.
entertaining. It was good. It was the Karate Kid formula. And they just did not go into any of the Cobra Kai lore. They're like, we are not tackling that 5 seasons of that.
That's good.
Next thing I watched, The Smashing Machine with Dwayne Johnson. Now,
That movie looked really boring.
It looks good to me.
was.
I thought the trailer looked interesting.
I will admit it is a
Y'all just aren't
well-made
big
movie. It's good. I just didn't enjoy it. Like
See, there you go.
it was slow, and it was like I just didn't really feel engaged at all. It was like this
These
guy,
guys just don't like
he's
dramas.
a good wrestler, and then he does drugs, and then he loses, and then he goes into rehab, and then he loses again, and his friend wins. End of movie.
So basically, you guys don't like sports and you guys don't like dramas.
Yeah, there was no big explosions. It was kind of cringe. But yeah.
Oh, we talked about last time how I don't need big explosions for a good movie.
I think you do. Other things I watched. Let's get into Gen V. I believe I'm gonna be talking about the 2 episodes that came out, where the first one I thought was fun. It was like building up this whole fight between Jordan and Marie, and they did like a ton of like fake promotions and all this stuff like that. It felt really good. And we learned a lot more about the main villain guy, Cypher. And I feel like the twist that's gonna happen is kind of obvious. I don't know, Nicola, if you want me to explain it.
Is it that he's Dr. Godolkin, like he's being controlled by Dr. Godolkin?
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't have compound V in his veins. But he's being controlled because he has powers.
And then we see like the guys in the tube, and it's like very obvious that's Godolkin.
It has to be Dr. Godolkin. Otherwise, like the beginning of the season would not have made sense.
Yeah.
This is like the one theory I have seen.
So that happens, and then it's all about like Marie getting stronger and like hitting like her true potential. And I think they do a lot of good stuff.
Basically, the writers were like, wait a minute, we killed the one character that we kind of needed at the end of the last season of The Boys to do a big shock moment. What are we going to do?
Oopsies.
Oh, wait a minute, we have a character with the exact same powers.
Yeah.
Very smart.
So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening. And they do a good reveal at the end of episode 5 that's like showing Marie's true powers and kind of like sets the whole thing up. I'm not entirely sure how many episodes it's going to be, because it feels like it could be like wrapping up like the next episode maybe.
How many episodes are out right now?
There's 5 out. Last season was 8. So
yeah, it's probably gonna be 8. It would make sense to be 6 episodes. It's probably 8.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying it so far. Obviously, same thing with the first season. It started off a bit slow, but I feel like it's gaining its pace. Again, just having this long gap between seasons kind of made it so you're just like kind of forgetting, but after a couple episodes, you're like, hey, I recognize this characters. I know why I liked it. It was funny. I especially like seeing... I think all the stuff with like the boys' commentary and like the fake news stuff and like the fake social media stuff. I think all that stuff is good and like the parody of that. Other thing I watched Dexter, and
Mhm.
I
I did too.
believe,
I did too.
I believe I can talk about the
Me,
end
me,
of
me.
season 1
I can talk
and
about season 1 because that's what
season
I've watched so
2.
far.
Yeah, you talk
And
about
I mean,
season
I've
1.
watched the entire show, but yeah, season 1 still my favorite. I think it is one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite season. You got Rudy, the ice truck killer, Brian.
I thought that
Probably
was a
the
good
best villain, the
twist.
best guy. I love him.
I do
He's
think there was like not it kind of just felt like a reveal that came out of nowhere, like there was nothing really hinting at it, you know?
maybe
What
they
I
didn't
mean?
need to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't need to, but I feel like usually like if you can lead into it a bit more, it's good, but I still like the twist.
Yeah, it's a good, and I like the season. It's peak early Dexter. It's still rewatching it. It's like you notice actually the writing was actually so good, even though it was like 2006 and it was the first show. And it's like some of the dialogue is kind
It
of
was the
corny.
first show. There were no other shows.
No.
And it's like the dialogue is kind of corny sometimes, but like overall,
Well, for the
like, the
first
writing
show
is actually
ever.
really good. Exactly. This guy gets
Yeah.
it. Dexter was the first show ever made.
Yeah, for the first show ever made, it did a really good job.
It came out October 1st, 2006. So that's the first show ever made.
Wow.
And then season 2, something that like was kind of like weird to me and I never fully realized it because I watched the show kind of out of order, was that they never really like investigated Dexter as like a serial killer until season 2 when they find the bodies.
That is true. The writers started realizing, wait a minute, Dexter being a serial killer can be a more fleshed out concept than his victims.
Yeah. And I feel like this one's good. I mean, obviously knowing where it's going kind of takes some of the tension out, but I'm still enjoying it. I do think I really like Masuka so far. He's definitely the funniest character. And I don't feel like they overuse him. He kind of just like shows up, makes a couple of jokes when he needs to. And it's definitely
Masuka
like,
would be your favorite character.
and I feel like they do a really good ramping up of like the investigation and having logical conclusions to how they narrow it down so much. And I think the confrontation coming up where Dokes just got kidnapped by Dexter is leading to a good season finale. Although having 3 episodes left, it does feel like maybe a bit long. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to play out, but it does feel like it's wrapping up, and I'm not sure how they're going to stretch it out over 3 more episodes.
Well, you'll see. But I think they do a good job.
Yeah. I do like Lila and just like her idea as a character of just not being like an insane like murderer like Dexter, but also just like kind of not dealing with her feelings in a healthy
Being
way.
kind of insane.
Yeah. And also I kind of get what you guys were saying earlier on, where it was like Dexter's dad is not a good father. He's just like, you are a terrible person, so you must kill people. Don't try in therapy and like all this like getting over your trauma.
Yeah, he misdiagnosed his son to turn him into a serial killer. Basically, it's really funny if you break it down. He lets his first son drown in a pool because he was too busy drinking beer and watching football. Then he adopts Dexter because he was sleeping with his mom while still being married to.
And then got his mom killed.
Got his mom killed. Shows up and says, "You know what? I'm gonna adopt Dexter, but not Brian."
And
leave
not
Brian
tell him
to be.
any of this shit.
And hide this all from him.
Time.
And then the second he shows any awkward personality traits, tell him that he will never be normal, that he's a psychopath, and that he's going to kill people, but that it's okay, and that I'm going to train him to be better at killing people.
Yeah.
Father of the Year.
And I think that's all my singles.
That's good.
Anything on Max that I've been watching? No. Oh, I need to watch the new Smiling Friends episode.
There's a new
Oh, I
season.
watched it. I watched it.
Me.
And do you want to get into your singles?
Yeah, so I watched the new Smiling Friends episode.
No spoilers because I want to watch it, but just general thoughts.
The point of
So-
Smiling Friends. Okay.
It's really good. It's really funny. I laughed out loud a few times. We got a good Alan and Boss adventure. The new guy, Silly Samuel, is pretty good. His animations are really good. He's made entirely in Blender. So he stands out pretty well. They're really good, just like random shots and really good, just random fucking jokes that just busted my chops. Fucking knee slapper. Exploded my testicles. Very good jokes all around. I had a great time. Obviously not on par with the Gwimbly episode of season 1's premiere, but still very funny. Still very good. Mr. Boss is a highlight in this episode. I think he's pretty good. So that's one of my singles. Another single. It might be a single. I don't know. Beck, you know that one pilot that just came out recently?
I swear. Did you finally watch it, bro?
No, I watched the Homestuck pilot
God
though.
damn it, Aiden Shoemaker. I'm going to kill you.
Hey, Aiden Shoemaker, why do you have the Mercedes logo on your
So
collar?
this is actually a Persona 4
that looks
Yasugomi
that looks
High
like
laser.
Mercedes. That's just a Mercedes.
Full
logo.
reveal on
No.
on the Halloween special of the podcast.
The Halloween
Yeah,
special
what
of
are
the
you guys gonna do for
podcast.
your Halloween costumes?
I'm dressing
We
up
know-
as
we know
Kanji
him, yeah.
Tatsumi from Persona 4.
What about
Mine
you,
will
Beck?
be hidden until the day.
Oh, because that's
Because you don't know.
Because he doesn't know it's gonna be blue related.
I guess
I'm
we'll-
probably
It has to
gonna
be
do
blue
Dexter.
related.
I'm most likely gonna do Dexter.
Nice. That's
okay,
pretty
but
good.
talk about Homestuck, voiced by Toby Fox.
Okay, so I had no idea what the fuck was going on the entire goddamn time.
And it's supposed to be a
Uh,
pilot, right? So you're supposed to actually know this shit.
I don't know. Am I ever gonna read Homestuck? I don't fucking know. Probably not. Hopefully not. Maybe. We'll see. But the pilot was so fucking insane. I had no clue what was good. There has to be like some lore before the events of this pilot that I'm missing. It's very much made for Homestuck fans and not as a substitution. I also don't know how much they swear in the original, so I have no idea how dirty
Busy Pop it
Pop's
is.
fingers got in there. There's like swearing for
I
sure.
forgot Busy Pop is attached to that.
Yeah, she is attached to that. But so is Toby Fox, and he did a good job voicing the main guy. There's some other big voice actors in there too. But the animation, like despite me not knowing what was going on, the animation itself was actually really good. So that's good. It at least looked good.
Aren't we getting a new
know?
season of Has-Been soon?
Yeah, it's this month at the end of the month.
Oh wow.
New episode of shit by the end of the month.
Yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot of great stuff coming
we
out
all
this
say
month.
that,
I know,
yet
there's
we
a lot of
Smiling
shit.
Friends.
watched all of season 1.
There's Smiling
That
Friends.
is
There's
true.
Fiona and Cake. There's fucking My Hero. There's
One Punch
Has-Been
Man season
Hotel.
3.
Oh, and then
was-
there's the new
was really-
Abbott
was-
season. I did watch the new season of Abbott.
Guys,
the
it's
first
been like-
episode.
Like, let me see. Give me a second. I gotta pull this up. I think it's been like 3 years. It's been over 3 years, I think.
Since
For what?
One Punch Man.
Oh yeah,
2.
season 3.
Yeah, the
Season
trailer
2.
came out. Yeah,
No,
season
season
3 is
3
coming
is
out.
coming out.
But season 2 release date was in 2019. So it has been 6 years. And we're finally getting
is
a
it like
season
because
3.
they didn't have manga chapters to adapt, or they just like didn't
No,
want
they've
to?
had manga chapters
what?
for a while. The manga is like so far ahead of where we are now. And there's really no reason they couldn't have done it. So hopefully, I mean, based on the trailer, the animation is going to be insanely good. Story, I already know is going to be insanely good because I've read the manga. And I'm excited. Hopefully it comes out soon. Because we've been waiting, again, 6 years for this. And then also there's JJK Season 3 coming out at the end of the year, along with the movies. And there's the new Chainsaw Man movie. And there's Free Run Season 2 and all this shit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much shit.
I forgot to say,
Steel Ball Run.
because I didn't log it, I watched the first hour and a half, hour 45 of the Demon Slayer movie again, because we'll get into this later. I was supposed to go to the Taylor Swift movie, and then my sister texted me saying, hey, do you want to go to the Taylor Swift movie the next night? So I walked out of the theater of that showing and then walked into the Demon Slayer. So
Okay.
I made the better choice.
Anyway, I watched the first episode of the new Abbott season. Good start to the season. I'm excited to see where we go. So what's happening in this season, the big developments, is that Melissa is moving up to 6th grade to be a 6th grade teacher. So we're going to see that. Janine is, because there's now there's not a second grade teacher, or whatever, 1st grade teacher. Janine gets both classes, so she has a class of 40 students.
Isn't that also just happened in season 2?
No.
Not to Janine, but to I'm blanking on her name.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, it literally happens, and then she gets the aid, and then the aid is cringe.
Melissa? No,
Yeah,
she
Melissa.
just gets an aid. She just gets an aid,
No,
not because she has like double the class
No, she
size.
has double the class. She's literally managing 2 grades. There was like the whole bit about that.
Yeah, well, she has 2 grades, but not 2 2nd graders.
Okay, yeah, it's not 2 2nd graders, but it's still like the double the class size.
It's different. It's different, but it's also different. Anyway, Janine gets 40 students, and then there's a new 4th grade teacher.
Oh, new character?
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if he becomes important. It seems like he will. He was kind of focused about. He's an old student of Barbara's. So Janine was kind of jealous of him getting the attention from Barbara in the episode, but then she's like, you know what? You can talk to me whenever you have questions. So it's also about her finding her place at Abbott now that she's not the like up and comer new person.
Yeah, now that she's more
now that there's people even newer than her. Yeah. Which I think it'll be interesting. I can't wait. I hope we get more Jacob this season. I like Jacob a lot, and I feel like he didn't get a lot to do last season. Those are my singles.
Nice. Nicola, your singles, then we get into the doubles.
Yeah. So you're on mute or something.
He's on like heavy noise suppression.
Sorry, my bad. That shit was not working. So there was a couple films I said last episode that I was trying to knock out. Could not get Good Will Hunting because I could not find it for free. And there was one other one. I also couldn't get that. Well, technically, I think there was 2 other ones, but there was just one other one, and I also couldn't get that one because it was also not free. So I watched 10 Things I Hate About You, and I watched Dead Poet Society. Dead Poet Society, I don't know if you guys have seen it before. It's a pretty classic film. So basically, this group of like gay nerds at this college preparatory school basically are
I don't know why you're laughing, Beck. He's right.
He is. They're definitely.
I'm laughing at the fact that it's true.
So basically, this group of gay nerds at this college preparatory school are like, basically they're going to the classes and everybody's strict, but they have this new English teacher, and this English teacher is like teaching poetry, and he has his own values, and he's like, think for yourself, follow your dreams,
then
do what you
them
aspire.
To play rock and roll, right?
Yeah, it teaches them to do shit, and then he also like has like, "Oh, Captain, my captain" is like his motto, whatever the fuck. Anyway, the boys find out a little bit about his past and see he was part of this Dead Poet Society. So they found it, and it's basically they just go to a cave and fuck around every like Sunday night, and just like discuss shit. One of them decides, you know what, I'm gonna follow his advice and follow my dream. and he starts acting, and he gets the lead role in the play, and he does good, and then his dad finds out, and his dad is like, I'm not paying good money for you to become an actor. You should become a doctor or a lawyer. And he's like, I don't like I have to listen to my father, but I'm good at acting, so I'll say do this part. And he does the part, and his dad still says no. So he goes home, and he tells his mom, he says, I was good at it. I was good. And then there's this kind of dream sequence. It's not a dream. He just goes to his dad's office, pulls out a gun, and shoots himself in the head. And then the last 10 minutes of the movie is depressing as hell because a kid killed himself. And everybody's like, why everybody's dealing with his suicide, and the teacher gets fired. And the ending of the movie is basically all the kids of the Dead Poet Society, except for the ones who betrayed them, stand up on their tables and they say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," and they show their resilience, and they're like, they still follow the teachings of that teacher, even though he got fired.
This feels like a knockoff of School of Rock.
This is not true.
What are you talking about?
It's a very good movie.
This is like a not funny movie. This is like a drama movie.
That's why I said it was a bad ripoff of School of Rock.
It's very upbeat. It's very upbeat until the last what's it called? The last
the last 10
15 minutes when the kid decides to kill himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I remember someone kills themselves at some point.
It's very upbeat, and then the last 10 minutes is just kid kills himself, and you have depression now.
And Robin Williams is there.
Yeah, and he is one of my favorite parts of the movie. I love Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You're saying you like the main guy of the movie? Wow.
He's not the main guy.
What?
Yeah,
isn't he the teacher?
What are you talking about? That doesn't make him the main guy.
That doesn't make him the main.
He's also good. It's not School of Rock.
This is sounding like School of Rock to me.
I hate this guy so much. I hate Beck Lyons. The other thing I watched was 10 Things I Hate About You. Another classic 90s movie. Basically, it's this guy really wants to date this hot girl, but that hot girl isn't allowed to date anybody. And then the dad is like, if your sister starts dating, you can date. But the sister is I don't know how to say it. She's a social rebel, and she doesn't want to be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. And she believes in her own power and whatever, and she doesn't need a man. So basically they enact an entire elaborate plan to get that girl to date this guy. And it's basically the story of how the main guy does fall in love with the main girl, and the kind of vice versa. And the sister also actually falls in love with the guy they set her up with, and the guy actually falls in love with her. And it's a 90s basically rom-com. So yeah, all works out in the end, and it's a good 90s movie. There's some good 90s moments, so.
All right, well, let's get into the Beck and Aiden duos.
Yeah.
Now we got
two things. Do we want to start with the worst thing or the worser thing?
Let's start with the less worse and then get into the worser.
Okay, so Marvel Zombies.
See,
that's just ass.
I don't think. Have you seen that?
I've seen enough clips to see that low key is kind of ass.
It low key sucks ass.
I liked it.
Low key, I think it's high key actually.
Fine.
It felt like an MCU thing.
It felt like they wasted so much time doing nothing.
I feel like they wasted it character-wise. I feel like there were a lot more interesting characters they could have gone with. And I feel like if
they could have done literally anything else and it would have been better.
The whole thing they structured around was having the R rating or the TVMA rating. And then all they picked were goofy side characters. I feel like if you had more of a serious tone, it would have worked better. And then also it's only 4 episodes, which is fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't think of anything. All they could think of was, they gotta go to the place. They gotta go to the
And
place.
then they low-key just like
and
a
they
cliffhanger
and then
ending it by just saying they fucking
die.
lost.
Beck, remember when I said they don't do fucking anything? Remember when I said they wasted so much time doing nothing? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They go to the place for nothing to happen. It is 4 episodes of nothing.
Okay, but Blade was low-key.
Oh, there's zombies there.
Okay, yeah, Blade was Loki Flames because he was also Moon Knight, so that was awesome.
Also, because
Name
was like
3
what
other characters that do cool things. Name 3 other characters that do cool things. Go.
Icarus.
I'm agreeing with
Icarus.
you.
I think Icarus does some cool shit. You know.
Yeah, that time we flew to
Infinity
the sun was
Hulk.
fire.
So here's what
Hulk,
actually
you know.
happens in this episode, or in this 4-part TV show that could have just been a movie.
It could have.
You could have made it a
This
movie.
could have just been a movie.
So we start with Ironheart and Kate Bishop and Miss Marvel, and they're all
characters
hanging
you've
out in
never
the
seen before.
Yeah, because I've never seen any of those things. So they all die except for Miss Marvel, and they have a little thing. They have a little thing that they need to get to space to save everyone, because it'll get the Nova
Space
involved
police.
or something. Yeah. So Miss Marvel gets picked up by Moon Knight, Blade. Awesome, by the way, the only cool character in this show. And they go. Until they make it to the Black Widows, where Yelena and Red Guardian and the mom are there, and they're like, "We will help you."
And each of
And
them
then they
die
help her.
one by one in each of the following episodes.
And each of them die one by one in each subsequent episode, and they don't do anything. None of them do anything. They each make one sacrifice to do nothing. They each make a sacrifice to do nothing. Who else is in this? So they move on. Oh, also, fucking Shang-Chi and Awkwafina and Asian Jim are in this show.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything either. They just are there. Have you noticed that all of the characters I've mentioned are the lamest C-tier characters ever, by the way?
It's clear they're trying to do setup, you know? Because like these are all like the people that they want to do in like the newer movies.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I'm just pointing out what they're trying to do. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing.
Shit. It's just bad.
I'm explaining why it's bad, Nicola Christic.
There's no explanation. It's just bad, bro.
It's just bad. So then they make it to New Asgard, and they're at New Asgard now, and Valkyrie is like, yes, we're at New Asgard. And Thor, he's sad because he didn't kill zombie Thanos.
And then we have like the whole like long flashback of the battle.
I literally forgot about that because it was so it's just Spider-Man telling us how they had to write Black Panther out of the story. And so he sacrificed his life to kill Thanos zombie, and it exploded all of the Infinity Stones. And everything that isn't Infinity War, there are like 100 other ways to stop Thanos.
Yeah.
Just straight up. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So that happens, and Spider-Man and Paul Rudd are just not in the show for most of it, which doesn't make any sense because you set them up. You set up that stuff.
They were literally like the star of the other zombies episode.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. You also rewatched the original zombies episode. I did rewatch most the original of it when I was watching this show.
Yeah. So then they're like, all right, how are we gonna do it? So Olivia Olsen's like, yes, it's me. I'm good, actually. Actually, no, I'm bad. And then they all escape. And Thor wakes up and he's like, I will fight you. And they fight, and then they can make it to space. And they're like, oh no, the Nova Corps we're quarantining the Earth. No one's allowed to leave. So then they make it to where they go to the Doctor Strange land.
Yeah.
And the Doctor Strange people, they're like, we must protect the Hulk, who's harnessing the essence of the Infinity Stones. He's aura farming in the middle of Wakanda.
No, I think he's in the middle of Paris, right?
No, he's in
He's in
Wakanda.
Paris.
Is it in Paris?
in
I thought it was
Paris.
in Wakanda.
No, I remember
That's
it
where the
being in
explosion
Paris.
was.
I remember it being in Paris because it was so stupid. Why was he in Paris?
Bro, who was in Paris?
Yeah, literally.
The
Google
Hulk.
who was in Paris, Aiden.
Who's in Paris, bro?
So anyway, they fight Olivia Olsen, zombie, and they all die. Everyone dies. Every single one of them dies except for Kamala Khan, and she's like, I guess I have to join your team because I don't want it all to be for naught. And then
Joining her team
she
makes
gets
it all
put in
for
like
naught.
and then she then she's in a simulation. But everyone is actually alive. So
What do you mean?
everyone is actually alive.
We didn't see her die on screen. So I was thinking they just did like a fake out death.
That's also something. The fake out. One, that's a fake out death. Two, I don't know how the hell Hulk is alive either, because at the end of the original episode, he's the one that wards off Scarlet Witch.
He tanked
while
it,
everyone else escapes.
He tanks the
he
Scarlet
did.
Witch,
He really
bro.
did.
He literally just tanks the Scarlet Witch.
But yeah, that was Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
Are they going to get a season 2 to actually complete the story?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't think it will. I don't think it made any money.
Very sadly, this is like the time they're trying to do something like new with like an R-rated like animated project, and then they just fucked it with the story, which is annoying.
Also, the animation is worse too.
I don't understand the Marvel animation. It doesn't look
the what
good,
if
bro.
animation already doesn't look very good. It's okay, but then the new one, it looks like they removed the like CG filter that's on it or something.
Yeah,
so everything looks really gross and flat. And there's random times where it's like, all right, here's random fluid 2D animation or random other style of animation right in the middle of it. Like, there's not anything that looks particularly good except for two scenes. When Rocket dies and when Moon Knight Blade dies. Those scenes are both cool because they get eviscerated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when it's the beam of light comes down or whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally, he was too awesome, and they literally just had to, like, blast him.
They just had to say...
They could have done that with any character.
Strike this guy down.
They could have done it with any character, but they did it with the coolest one because he was too awesome. Anyway.
Now, the movie that can barely be considered a movie.
The movie that can barely be a movie is the Taylor Swift. What is it called?
The Taylor Swift.
What's the movie called?
Life of a Showgirl official release party.
Of a showgirl. No, Taylor Swift, the official release party of a showgirl.
Actually, I was gonna say I know why Beck saw this, but he was watching this before his sisters asked him to watch it. So yeah, why were you watching this?
That's a great question, Beck. Because I watched it because I have sisters that like Taylor Swift. That's why I saw it.
Yeah, I also watched it.
So why did you see it?
Beck was starting to watch this. Yeah, but you were starting to watch it before your sister asked you to.
I asked my sister on Saturday afternoon, hey, are you going to go watch the Taylor Swift movie?
Again, you asked her, though.
We don't need to get into the details of who asked who.
Yes, we do. We do. Like, are you gay? Like, do you like men?
I feel like we know who the gay
I'm more concerned that he almost went by himself to this.
It would have been terrible.
Why were you going by yourself?
I had free time.
But why that movie? Why not any other movie?
That's not an excuse.
Why not
It's just
any other
huge.
movie in
Because
theaters right
it was
now?
an hour and a
Huge
half,
every
and I
time.
couldn't do a 2.5 hour for one battle or another.
Mm.
Either we didn't need to get into the
Either way.
details of this.
Imagine
I
having
went with
free
my
time.
sister.
Nothing
Aiden
there.
went with his sister, and I think we both.
I
had
went
a
with
good
both of my
time.
sisters, actually. Yeah, all of our sisters had a good time. What happened to us? So
Had a good
Beck,
time.
how about from your point of view, someone who likes Taylor Swift and went for free, what was your opinion?
I thought it was a good experience because I just got to like hang out with my sister. We got to talk about the album a bit. We'd both listened to it a lot before this, so we were like talking about our opinions about it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, overall, it was basically just listening to the album, and then it got interrupted by like some behind the scenes every like 3 tracks.
What do you mean interrupted? That was the best part of
that,
it.
that was the actual
Bro
only
was just
movie
trying to
part.
listen to the album, bro. Bro just wanted to listen to the new
I
fucking
just-
boiled chicken
So
album.
let me get into my problem with this movie. This movie cost $15 to get a normal movie ticket. Now, you know, $15.
It
That'll
cost
get
me
you
11, so
well,
I don't
yeah, because you
I
need
don't
your
know what you were
Cinemark
doing.
membership. But if you're like a normal like moviegoer, not on like the memberships or anything, and you go to this movie, it's $15. Now, what do you get for paying $15? Because let's say you can go spend $15, same price, and watch like a $200 million action movie. You know, something with a lot of production value and heart put into making it. Or you can watch the Taylor Swift movie, which is, here's what it contains: one music video, one behind the scenes of a music video, and 10 YouTube lyrics videos of the album.
That's true.
So, I mean, I would get it. Like, if Taylor Swift was like, I'm gonna do this movie about my album, and I'm gonna like have every song going to a different music video, and do like a whole like like a Interstellar or like another one of these like album movies where there's like an actual like story and like cool stuff like that. I'm like that'd be cool. Nah, let's just not do that. Let's just put the lyrics videos. People will go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they're Taylor Swift
You
fans.
literally went. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm confused.
No, because I bought a ticket for Strangers Chapter 2.
Why the fuck did you buy a ticket for what?
See, that's another thing that pissed me off.
What are you talking?
So
Beck, what are you talking about?
I am on AMC A-List, which is the AMC subscription thing, and there's like
Okay.
very few like any of like the Spider-Man re-releases, any of like the Fathom events are like excluded from the A-List because it's like, why are you just taking photos of the screen? It's like,
That's you, Beck.
That's pretty good. That's a good photo of Beck.
so I want to go buy a ticket. I'm like, fine, I have 4 free movies a week. I might as well go see it. Turns out this movie is specifically excluded from A-List. And I'm like, why? This is like it's even worse. You literally have to buy a ticket. You can't even like use like the free subscription movie to watch it. All right, Aiden, do you have what are your thoughts about it?
So I watched this movie.
I felt like you were going on some tangent there, and then I just stopped, and you had nothing to say. It was really it's a letdown.
Nah. It's called a setup cliffhanger.
So I don't like Taylor Swift music.
It's like boiled chicken, you know?
Yeah, I didn't think this album was very good at all. This was my first experience with all of these songs. I don't think that I think the only actually good song is Fate of Ophelia, the first one.
The one that they like looped in the background.
But what about the one where she basically talks about Travis Kelce's dick?
She does.
That song sucks ass. That song sucks ass.
It does suck.
That one sucks. Fucking
Okay, I did
eldest
see
daughter
somebody.
sucks
I
ass.
did see somebody.
No, but it's
take
all
one of the
memes and
songs.
trolling it, Shoemaker.
No, Beck,
Here's
you
the thing.
cannot say that we were like sheep, we were dressed up as wolves, lambs to the slaughter, but we dressed as wolves and our fit was fire. You cannot say that's good lyricism, Beck
I
Lion.
am not.
You cannot say that was a good song. Eldest
I don't know
daughter
which-
sucks.
I don't know which song it was, but they took one of the Taylor Swift songs, put it to the MF Doom, One Beer Left beat,
Yeah.
and sang it to his cadence, like to the song in his voice, and it low-key worked, which shows that even if lyrics are shit, MF Doom can save it. So
So true. Yeah, anyway, Fate of Ophelia, actually a good song because it doesn't sound like any of her other songs. It is so very unique to that one.
Yeah.
There's the song about basically sexual harassment and then the guy kills himself, so that was really fun. There was the one one about
it was
Charlie
really funny when he was
XCX.
like explaining the backstory of everything, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I saw a TikTok on
The
the
fuck?
Charlie one where it's like Charlie's like, "You're mean to me," and then Taylor Swift's song is like, "You do cocaine."
Yeah. Yep. That
And
was
somebody
what it was.
commented, "What did Charlie Kirk do to her?"
Except the movie had the clean versions of the
yeah,
songs.
that was also
even better.
why would like it's just like also just like a worse version of the songs.
I didn't like any of the songs except for Fate of Ophelia. I think Opalite was okay. I think the bridge of that song, or the bridge and the chorus of that song, were okay. And then I liked the bridge of Party of a Showgirl. Just the bridge. None of the other song. None of the rest of it.
I mean,
And
the
then every other
song
song was
that the
kinda
entire
bad.
album is named after basically is not even good.
no.
I'm
Makes
Like
sense.
Sabrina Carpenter's on it. No, the here. Let me hold on.
See,
The lyrics for Fate of what is it? Party of a Showgirl lyrics. What were they?
we're gonna genius this.
Yeah, genius. Give me Life of the Showgirl. Okay, her name was Kitty. Made money being pretty and witty. Gave her the keys to the city, but then they said she didn't do it legitly. So
Peak right.
those aren't real. Legitly is not really a word, guys. I don't know about this one.
Hold up, these rhymes are.
Hold up, these rhymes suck ass. Actually romantic, not very good. Ruin friendship, not very good. Eldest daughter, father figure was okay. Elizabeth Taylor, who is Elizabeth Taylor?
I
Why are
don't
we singing
know.
about? Who
Somebody,
is this?
I've heard
I
that
like
name
Even
before.
like when
at
he
the end
gave
of
like
every.
the backstory, I'm like, I still don't even get who this is.
I like how
I've
at the end
definitely
of
heard of
every
Elizabeth
sentence she
Taylor.
would just say Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth
Aiden,
Taylor
her name
is
is
a
Taylor
British
Swift.
American actress.
Yeah, but Elizabeth Taylor is a real person. She's an actress.
She's an American actress who began her career in the early 1940s.
Oh wait, old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also just confused. Like, okay,
Born
I
Born
get
February
doing
27,
the
1932,
music
died March
video
23rd,
for
2011.
Life of Ophelia.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like, I feel like you should do it for the name of the album if you're gonna do one music video. And I'm not saying that they should have done a music video for Life of Sugar. I'm saying they probably should have called the album Fate of Ophelia, and then had that like be like the
So
one they did. You know?
yeah, but they made the movie after they made the album back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really
pulled up
liked
the
it. I'm gonna say the music video was really
Guys,
good.
Guys,
I think the cinematography in the music video was really good.
guys, real quick. I pulled up the Wikipedia page for Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
She was married 8 times to 7 men.
I did
had
look this up.
4
I looked
children,
this up and I found out she was married 8 times, and I was like, who is this woman?
and converted to Judaism. She was a Jew. She was a Jew.
What does that mean? What
Guys,
is this?
Jew. It's always the Jews.
Okay. All right.
I'm so cooked,
That's
dog.
right.
I'm never passing a social background check. Palantir is not hiring me.
True.
This guy can't get a job at Lockheed Martin anymore. It sucks. He might have to become
This
a
guy
film
can't get
major
a.
like
He's not going to
us.
be able to get a job anyway.
No, I'm going to be unemployed with infinite money and partying for the rest of my life after I graduate college.
That's not unrealistic.
That's very realistic. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not
I'm gonna be
unrealistic.
unemployed. Yeah, it's not unrealistic. I'm going to be unemployed, but have infinite money, travel across Europe, travel across the world, just partying, doing everything. And then I'm going to kill
that's what I'm
myself at the
saying.
age of 22.
Podcast
I
passive
hope so.
income. We won't need to work a day in our lives.
Podcast.
Passive
How
income.
much have we made so far? Like $70?
We've made $28 in the last 28 days, guys. So
That's pretty good.
that's like
$1 a day. Keeps
that's like
something away.
$7 per each person. That can get you like a slice of pizza.
A slice of pizza.
At least in
One
Palo
pizza.
Alto. Well, guys, that has been Celsius Pod 142. All of us reviewing the Taylor Swift album. We are the most qualified to talk about this.
We are as three straight white guys, mostly straight. A couple of us aren't. Beck and Aiden.
Yeah.
Bro likes anime. Bro's favorite show is The Owl House. I don't want to hear shit, bro. You go to fucking Emerson, bro. I don't want to hear shit.
I somehow hit every checkbox, but nah.
Bro likes Taylor Swift, so he does literally hit every checkbox.
All right. Well,
Is the TV glowing? Is the TV glowing, Beck?
We'll see you next time at 143. Hopefully, we won't skip another week. That's happened like twice this season. So
it's okay.
It's a new season if we have to skip a week. Every season has done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, drink Boeing. Have a good day, everyone.
Yep.
It's a recommendation, guys.
Boeing. Drinking Boeing. That's what I just said it. The recommendation is to drink Boeing.